AITA for refusing to be the family peacemaker anymore after realizing nobody actually cares about me. I 32F have always been the one who fixes family problems, mediates fights, plans events, remembers birthdays, checks on everyone. Last month I stopped. I was going through my own crisis and needed support. Within 2 weeks my family accused me of being selfish and distant. My sister said I was abandoning my responsibilities. My mom said I was letting everyone down. Nobody asked why I'd changed. Nobody asked if I was okay. They just wanted me to go back to fixing their problems. Now I realize they don't love me. They love what I do for them. AITA for stepping out of that role and watching them realize I was never actually family. I was just the person who held the family together. My mother called me crying because my brother and sister were fighting again, and I said, "I'm sorry you're dealing with that," and she said, "Aren't you going to fix it?" And I said, "No," and she said, "What do you mean no, you always fix these things?" And I said, "I'm tired of fixing things," and she said, "But who'll do it if you don't?" And that's when I realized she didn't call because she cared about me, she called because she needed me to perform my function. I'm 32 years old, and last month I discovered I was never actually part of my family. I was just the person who made the family work. And the moment I stopped performing that role, everyone got angry. Not worried. Not concerned. Just angry that their system was broken. I've been the family peacemaker since I was a kid. When mom and dad fought, I was the mediator. The one who calmed everyone down. The one who found compromises. When my siblings fought, I was the referee. The one who listened to both sides. The one who helped them make up. When there were problems, I was the fixer. The one everyone came to. The one with solutions. I thought that meant I was loved. That I was important. That I mattered. I was wrong. Growing up, my role was clear. Be the good kid. Make everything easier. Don't cause problems. Fix problems. When I was 10, my parents almost divorced. They fought constantly. My brother was acting out at school. My sister was developing an eating disorder. I became the glue. Made sure everyone was okay. Checked on my siblings. Tried to ease tension between my parents. Kept the house running smoothly. My parents praised me for being mature. For being responsible. For being such a help. I thought they were proud of me. Now I realize they were just relieved someone was handling their mess. In high school, the pattern continued. My brother got into drugs. My sister got pregnant at 16. My parents were overwhelmed. I helped my brother get into rehab, supported my sister through her pregnancy, mediated family discussions about how to handle everything. My parents said, "I don't know what we'd do without you." I thought that meant they loved me. It meant they needed me to function. As an adult, the role expanded. I became the family organizer. I planned all holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, all of it. Coordinated schedules. Bought gifts. Made reservations. Sent reminders. I remembered everyone's birthdays. Sent cards. Organized celebrations. I checked on everyone regularly. Called my parents weekly. Texted my siblings daily. Made sure everyone was okay. When there were conflicts, I mediated. Brother mad at sister? I fixed it. Mom upset with dad? I calmed it down. Sister feeling excluded? I included her. I thought that's what family did. Took care of each other. But I was the only one doing the taking care of. Last year, my marriage fell apart. My husband of 7 years told me he wanted a divorce. He'd met someone else. Was in love. Wanted out. I was devastated. Completely blindsided. My world collapsed. I told my family. Expected support. Comfort. Help. My mom said, "Oh, honey, that's terrible. Can you still host Thanksgiving? It's at your house and I've already told everyone." My sister said, "I'm so sorry." "Hey, while I have you, can you talk to mom? She's mad at me about something and won't listen, but she listens to you." My brother said, "That sucks. Do you have time this week to help me with my resume? I'm applying for jobs." Nobody asked how I was doing, how I was handling it, what I needed. They just wanted to know if I could still perform my functions. I convinced myself they were just awkward with emotions. That they cared but didn't know how to show it. I hosted Thanksgiving. Mediated the conflict between my sister and mom. helped my brother with his resume, and fell apart in private. 2 months later, I was diagnosed with depression. Started therapy. Started medication. Started the hard work of healing. My therapist asked about my support system. My family. How are they supporting you through this? I paused. They're not really. They're busy with their own stuff. Have you told them you need support? I've told them I'm struggling. They know about the divorce. They know I'm in therapy. But have you asked for specific support? I don't want to burden them. She looked at me carefully. Tell me about your role in your family. I'm the one who fixes things, plans things, keeps everyone together. And when you need fixing, I fix myself, I guess. That session broke something open in me. I realized I'd spent 32 years taking care of everyone else, and nobody had ever taken care of me. I'd fixed everyone's problems. Nobody fixed mine. I'd checked on everyone constantly. Nobody checked on me. I'd been there for every crisis. Nobody was there for mine. I thought it was love. It was utility. I decided to test something. For 1 month, I'd stop performing my role. Stop fixing. Stop planning. Stop checking on people. I'd wait to see if anyone noticed. If anyone cared. If anyone reached out. Week 1, nothing. Nobody called. Nobody texted. Nobody checked in. Week 2, my mom called. Hey, honey. Just wanted to remind you Christmas planning should start soon. Have you thought about what we're doing? Not yet. Well, you should probably start. It's only 6 weeks away. Maybe someone else can plan it this year. What? Who? Anyone. I'm not the only person who can plan a holiday. But you always do it. You're so good at it. I need a break this year. From planning Christmas? She sounded confused. Like the concept didn't make sense. From planning everything. Are you okay? I'm going through a divorce and struggling with depression. So no, I'm not okay.
Oh, right. Well,
let me know if you change your mind about Christmas. She didn't ask how therapy was going. Didn't ask how I was coping. Just wanted to know about Christmas. Week 3, my sister called. Mom says you're not doing Christmas this year. I need a break. But what are we supposed to do? Plan it yourselves? I don't know how to plan a family Christmas. You always do it. You're 34 years old. You can figure it out. Why are you being like this? Being like what? Difficult. Selfish. Not being yourself. Maybe I'm tired of being myself if myself means doing everything for everyone.
wow.
Okay. I'll let you be in your mood then. She hung up. Not once did she ask why I needed a break. What was going on with me? How she could help. Just that I was being difficult. Week 4. My brother texted. Mom and sister are saying you're refusing to do Christmas. What's going on? I'm taking care of myself for once. By abandoning family traditions? By not being the only person responsible for family traditions. You're really not going to do it?
No.
That's messed up. Everyone depends on you. Maybe everyone should depend on themselves.
You're being really selfish right now.
I'm being really tired right now.
He didn't respond.
Didn't ask what I was tired from. Didn't offer to help. Just stopped responding. End of month 1. 3 family members had contacted me. All about what I wasn't doing. None about how I was doing. My test was complete. They didn't love me. They loved my function. Month 2, I went further. Stopped mediating conflicts. Stopped planning events. Stopped checking on people. Just lived my life. Focused on my therapy. My healing. My own needs. The calls started increasing. Brother and sister had a fight. Mom called me crying. Aren't you going to fix it?
No.
What do you mean no? I mean I'm not getting involved. They're adults. They can work it out. But you always help with these things. I always did. I'm not doing it anymore. But who will fix it? They will. Or they won't. Either way, it's not my problem. This isn't like you. Maybe this is exactly like me. You just never knew because I was too busy being what you needed. Mom was upset I hadn't called her in 2 weeks. I was waiting for you to call. You always call. I always called because you never did. I wanted to see if you'd reach out if I didn't. That's manipulative. That's revealing. You didn't notice I was gone. You noticed I wasn't performing my function. I don't understand why you're being like this. Because I'm going through the hardest time in my life and nobody in this family has asked if I'm okay. You've all just complained that I'm not doing things for you anymore. Well, are you okay? Now you ask. After weeks of me pulling back. After I pointed out. Now you ask. I'm asking now. It's too late. I don't need your concern now. I needed it 2 months ago when my marriage ended. I needed it when I was diagnosed with depression. I needed it all the times I was drowning and still showing up for everyone. We didn't know you needed help. I told you I was struggling. You just didn't care enough to ask what that meant.
Christmas came.
Nobody planned anything. Nobody organized. Nobody coordinated. My sister tried at the last minute. Sent a group text 3 days before Christmas. Should we do something? Nobody responded. Nobody had a plan. Nobody had the skills because I'd been doing it for 15 years. Christmas Day, I spent alone. Ordered takeout. Watched movies. It was the most peaceful Christmas I'd had in years. My mom called.
Crying.
Christmas is ruined. We're not together. This is all because of you. Christmas isn't ruined. You're just experiencing what happens when you don't plan. That's not my fault. That's everyone's collective failure.
You could have planned something.
I could have. I chose not to. Because I'm learning to stop being responsible for everyone else's happiness. So you're just abandoning the family? I'm stepping back from a role I should never have been forced into. If the family falls apart without me doing all the emotional labor, that's not me abandoning the family. That's the family realizing they never actually had a family. They had a coordinator. Month 3, the anger intensified. My sister called me selfish. Said I was destroying the family. Said I used to be kind, and now I'm cold. My brother said I'd changed. That I wasn't the person he grew up with. That I was being punishing for no reason. My dad called for the first time in 6 months. Your mother is very upset. You need to fix this. Fix what? Whatever is going on with you. This attitude. This distance. I'm not fixing anything. I'm the one thing that doesn't need fixing. Everyone else does. That's arrogant. That's accurate. I spent 32 years holding this family together. Nobody appreciated it. Nobody reciprocated it. Nobody even noticed I was doing it until I stopped. That's not a family. That's a job I quit. My therapist asked how it felt. Lonely. But honest. Do you miss your family? I miss the idea of family I thought I had. But I don't miss being used. That's growth. It doesn't feel like growth. It feels like loss. You're grieving. Not the family you had.
The family you thought you had.
The family you deserved but never got. Yesterday, my mom sent a long email. Said I was being unreasonable. That families support each other. That I was destroying relationships over petty grievances. Said everyone is willing to forget this phase I'm going through if I just go back to normal. That line. Go back to normal. Normal was me doing everything. Normal was me fixing everything. Normal was me being exhausted while everyone else coasted. They weren't offering change. They were offering to forgive me for wanting change. I replied with one line. Normal wasn't working for me. So, AITA for refusing to be the family peacemaker anymore after realizing nobody actually cares about me? According to my family, yes. I'm selfish. Abandoning responsibilities. Being cruel for no reason. According to extended family who've heard their version, yes. I'm the one causing problems. Being difficult. Refusing to compromise. According to people who think family obligations are sacred, yes. But according to me?
No.
I spent 32 years being the glue, the fixer, the organizer, the mediator, the one who held everything together. I thought that made me important.
Loved.
Valued. But the moment I stopped, nobody asked why. Nobody asked if I was okay. Nobody offered to help or support or take over. They just got angry that I wasn't performing anymore. Because they didn't love me. They loved what I did for them. I was never a daughter, a sister, a family member. I was a function, a role, a service provider. And when I stopped providing the service, they didn't grieve losing me. They grieved losing the service.
My mom didn't call to check on me.
She called to get me to fix my siblings' fight. My sister didn't ask about my divorce. She asked if I could still plan Christmas. My brother didn't offer support. He offered demands for my continued labor. None of them loved me. They loved what I did for them. And when I stopped doing it, they showed their true feelings. Anger, frustration, entitlement. Not once did anyone say we miss you. Come back, because we love you. They said come back because we need you. Because things don't work without you. Because you're being selfish by not serving us anymore. That's not love. That's exploitation wearing a family mask. So no, I'm not the asshole for stepping out of a role that was destroying me. I'm just the first person in my family brave enough to stop pretending. Because some people are loved for who they are, and some people are loved for what they do, and the difference shows up the moment you stop doing. Real family asks why you changed. Fake family demands you change back. Real family notices you're struggling. Fake family only notices you stop serving. Real family says, what can we do to help you? Fake family says, when are you going back to normal? I thought I was the heart of my family. Turns out I was just the machine that made the family run. And the moment the machine stopped, nobody wanted to fix the machine. They just wanted the machine to start working again. Nobody asked what broke me. Only when I'd stopped being broken. That's when I knew. I was never loved. I was just useful. And the moment I stopped being useful, I stopped mattering. So I stepped out of the role I should never have been forced into. And I watched the family fall apart without me. Not because I destroyed it, but because it was never real in the first place.